I've never done this before. So I got some marijuana. How did we get here? Like, I thought we were supposed to be better than this. Honestly, I never really, I don't know, had any real love for this country. Not in the sense of what it was. But I never stopped anyone from saying this is the greatest country ever. You all be fucking lucky to be here. Had the notion that it could be not rang true to me. You know, this last year it's proven that we're not. We shouldn't even aspire to that. Actually, we shouldn't even act like we are that. The best at what? Being ignorant fucks. So, Trump is not a good president. He's not an okay president. Now, he is clearly the worst president we've ever had. And it's funny to me that motherfuckers think that this is even an arguable fact. Like, this isn't an indomitable point. At the end of the day, two of my mom's best friends, Donna and Karen, are both exposed. Particularly Donna, since her husband's a fucking Trump supporter, right? Which basically means you're a Jim Jones follower. Like, there's nothing. He could rape a fucking child on camera, and none of you would do shit about it. You'd be like, she wanted it. She wanted it. Yeah, I know she was wearing fucking jeans and a hoodie, but how dare that hoodie say Gap? What do you think that Gap meant? That Gap meant the Gap between her legs. Whatever the fuck you motherfuckers would do to rationalize it, because that's how insanity you are. That is the level of insanity that you fucking aspire to. The dude straight up said on a fucking video before he had ever told people to like rise against stay-at-home orders and all that other bullshit. He said, "This is some dangerous shit." That's all I needed to hear. It was some dangerous fucking shit. And instead of this motherfucker, continue that narrative with, I don't know, less than a panic point of view, he said, "No, this is because I don't want to cause a panic." Nigga. Honestly, I've been kind of just rambling, but maybe I should start this off where it all began. I live in Louisville, Kentucky. And we'll just start this off with the Breonna Taylor verdict tonight. At the end of the day, Breonna Taylor should have been killed in her bed, asleep. And I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Oh, her name was on the warrant, or the police were investigating. I don't give a fuck. None of them have judiciary powers. So therefore, they should not be able to just proclaim death on a person for whatever they seem fit. Whatever they deem fit. But that's beyond y'all. And then they frame it with race, so motherfuckers think that this is really about fucking race. I haven't heard once from the little autistic kid that was like shot like 5, 6 times, man. Like little kid, his mom told him he should call the police because we don't have any other social services. All we have is social restrictions. Social fucking bouncers. Chicago said he ain't got nothing on him. He has autism. Whatever fucking whatever he had, he doesn't have a weapon on him. And watching that lady's like expression of her being like her hearing the shots and then her freaking out that she relived them made me realize that like it's never been about us. It's not about us, right? For all the white people that think that like, oh, we're the fucking same because we could get burnt just as easily under the sun. You're fucking nuts. Cops don't give a shit about you, bro. They exist outside of the law. They do. They exist outside of the law. They don't hold the law above them, which is what they should. You don't really have an idea. Nah, instead the law is theirs to dole out however and whenever they wish. Or the entirety of this situation could have been solved with picking one of those four fucking officers and throwing the book at them. But now y'all couldn't even do that. Y'all couldn't even do that. How dare you even ask for reparation? How dare? Who are you to even ask? That's all I hear. That's all I see. People are like siding with the cops. People that will get killed just as quickly as black people will, and then we'll never heard it. Joe Will Perkins, dog, good friend of mine. Now I've known him for 10 years. Joe, promise you, bro, they will kill you dead, and I'll never hear about it. I'll never hear about it. Just because Jamal was heard of doesn't mean that you side with the white people. Like, what are you talking about? Wow. Why is race so important? You understand we all came from the same fucking thing, right? No, no, okay. Whatever. Sure. Believe in Adam and Eve. Because that's like the two things. It's like you either have fucking evolution and science, or you have Adam and Eve and two white people that gave birth to the entirety of the human race. It's called the human race for a fucking reason. Human is the only race. I got family members of mine that I loved and respected. I'm not gonna say up to 4 years ago. I mean up to very recently. That will still stand there and be like, the Democrats want to make this shit communist. Do you know how fucking far we are from communism? Like, Jesus Christ, dude. Communism is a flawed concept on the collective of the greater good. For the good of the collective. What a... Fuck it, doesn't matter. Based on the collective... Based on the greater good of the collective. I mean, corporations can't run that shit if we're talking about the good of the collective. But why would we even be there? I mean, the collective has never been the focus. And anytime any single bill or any single idea has to do with the collective, socialist. Let me break them down for you. We the people, no matter what you fucking follow it with, is a socialist concept. We the people. We the people, what? Say anything you want after that. Because it's going to be a socialist construct. We the people own the market. Socialism. We the people want healthcare. Socialized medicine. You don't fundamentally even understand what you're talking about. And that's what pisses me off the most. It's like I don't just make shit up. I've always been willing for discourse, right? But people said, if you don't like Trump, get out of this country. What? No, bitch, if you don't like Trump, get out of this fucking country. Because this shit's always been about discussion. It's not just been about my way or the fucking highway. It's funny, I just found out today that the highway, like, destroyed a mass-producing end of Louisville. They put the interstate there, right? And I was like, wouldn't the interstate bring more? And to be honest, that was probably the thought process. We bring the interstate, we bring more of the rest of the world in. Did though. So I made a lot of money with what I was doing. When I was a bartender, I'm good at it, dude. When I was behind that bar, man, I was on stage. And then to be against everything. Everything that goes against the right. Being a leftist, construct. I mean, what? Motherfuckers are literally like Black Lives Matter, Antifa. They're all the leftists. What the fuck are you talking about? They're left. Really? Because none of this shit existed before the right had control. Before, I'm sorry, this fucking narcissistic, malignant fascist decided to take reins. And I fight my darker compulsions all the fucking time to look at every single person that supports Trump and be like, you are not American. The truth is, voting for Donald Trump in this coming election, dog, is voting against everything that was supposed to make this country great. You know, if I ran shit, bro, what it would come down to, it'd be very simple. It'd be very fucking simple to me. This country was never what the forefathers wrote in that Constitution. It was an idea. But I spend the rest of my life bringing us that much closer to the ideal. Too many people are suffering because of the ineptness of an absolute fool. Let's ask you why. I mean, for what? What has he done for any of you that stand behind him? Besides regurgitate an idea you may hold dear. Because at the end of the day, this dude, he's not a racist. So all the racists out there are like, oh, he's got my ideals. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. He doesn't see no fucking similarities between him and some other white dude in rural America. No, absolutely not. He has far more in common with Saudi Arabian billionaires who have been just born into power. I mean, that is lightweight a level of divinity that he probably feels. But the fact of the matter is, man, like everything going on right now, all the suffering that every single person in America is feeling right now, because Donald Trump is unfit to lead. And there's just nothing more to say than that. It's not even an argument. It is objective fucking truth. He is not fit to lead.